Every day the clock resets. Your wins don't matter, your failures don't matter. Don't stress on what was. Fight for what could be. Woo. All right, this is way warmer than it looks. Not as ridiculous, I'm sure. How's it going so far? All right, I need to know by show of hands, who thought I was coming out in a Barbie dress? You can be honest. I knew Barry would raise his hand. All right, guys, I know I'm the path of getting to the end here. I want to jump in, start talking about this Barbie dreamland, getting to a top producer. Before I do, it's super hot in here. Is Barry over there? I can't really see. Hey, Barry, can you come help me get my box off? Come on, Barry Jenkins right here. Get up here. Don't be shy. I'm going to probably fall down the stairs. Come on, take it off. Take it off. Take it off. There we go. Barry Jenkins. You throw it there. Thank you, sir. He's the best. All right, guys, to get serious if I can in this outfit. We've been hearing about this all day long, the shift, the market, everything's going on. I want to give you guys some actionable takeaways that you can take away tonight, tomorrow, this weekend, when you leave, to make a difference for you to master your tech stack and get higher sales and higher ROI. All right? But every story starts at the beginning. I want you to think back when we decided to get into real estate. All right? Everything begins with one step. You may have heard of this guy. Even the greatest was once a beginner. Don't be afraid to take that first step. When we decided to get into real estate, go to school, study, take the classes, and then take that exam. Can you remember that day? Remember you went, the nerves, how you felt? When you came out, I still picture the lady that was printing off the results to show them to me, that pass. Do you remember those first steps you took out as an agent? You remember this? Our feet, our heels didn't even touch the ground. You were becoming a realtor. You have the license, you have the fancy car, you just drive around and wave and business comes your way. Your hair is blowing in the wind, checks just flying at you. Can you relate? Do you remember? Dan, do you remember? Can you relate to this one? No, not quite? No? All right, well, you still got your license, right? You got a license to do it. To practice medicine, sell real estate, right? We had to be more macho guys in here. I get it. I don't judge. Maybe you can rate a little bit more to this. You just wanted that opportunity.
I won't let you do just one appendectomy.
But I'm a realtor.
But not a doctor.
Can I talk to a doctor?
You are talking to a doctor.
I need a clicky pen?
No.
A sharp thing?
No.
There he is.
We just needed an opportunity. Put me in, coach. I got this. You were also a realtor. Maybe you can relate a little bit more. So cool. So cool. Guys, we got our license. We were excited. Every day was going to be a Ricardo and Stacy party. Every day perfect.
This is the best day ever. It is the best day ever. So is yesterday, and so is tomorrow, and every day from now till forever.
Every day in real estate, party. That's all we got to do, right? Does that sound familiar? All right, but what always happens? We've heard it all day long. We sensed there was something coming on, right? A lot of people denied it. They didn't know. Do you know who knew? Barbie. Barbie knew.
You guys ever think about
market change?
when my heart breaks?
She sensed it. There was a market change coming. Hearts were broken. All right? What changed in the market? What's changed for everybody coast to coast? Interest rates, one of them, right? There were telltale signs. Some of us thought it was never going to change, but there were signs. We have proof. They were in the trailer. And by the way, this is all just from the trailer. I didn't get paid for this. There's no copyright infringement. Barbie said I could do it. It's all right. But Barbie knew. There were telltale signs. You could see them in the trailer if you listen really careful.
Some things have been happening that might be related.
Less buyers, sales are plummeting.
And my heels are are on the ground.
All right, a little dramatic on the flat feet, although I've seen some shoes out here I like. But guys, there are telltale signs of market shifting, all right? You've heard it all day long, but I've got some good news. It's okay, all right? Every day the clock resets. Your wins don't matter, your failures don't matter. Don't stress on what was, fight for what could be. You took time out of your business. You're here, you're listening, you're learning, you're writing notes, you're taking notes, all right? We're fighting for another tomorrow. I want to share with you a few things, again, that you guys can take away that everybody in this room has, as long as you implement to create higher ROI and more sales, all right? We're talking about looking beyond the surface, optimizing process, mastering the inbound game, and embracing the future of AI. Things you've probably already heard throughout the day. I want to break down each one a little bit for you so we can actually go into it and figure out what these are. So looking beyond the surface, what does that mean? All right, our business just isn't what we see on the outside. All right, we've got to go deeper. Being overwhelmed is real. Can we have an honesty moment? Who in here has felt overwhelmed in the last few months? Scared. So about half of you are honest. Guys, it's okay. It's a safe place. I want to give you a few easy things you can do, all right? Here are a couple, all right? And I'm going to go through these quickly, so you might want to take pictures of them, all right? I want to make sure you go deep on stages, on buyer stages and on seller stages, all right? I want you to take notes on this for an exercise for you and your team, all right? Everybody in Follow Boss has stages. Do this exercise. Do that drop down. Define them. Have your team define everything. Match them up. Do they match? All right? If they don't, you guys have work to do. Take these, rip them off. These are the stages that we're currently using. These are the stages we're using with Robert Slack and our transition on the Denver team. Putting them in, right? Where's my Robert Slack posse? There we go. Guys, these are stages that we're using. Take them, duplicate them, change them, make them your own. But you've got to start with the foundation of stages to go deep, because it ties into your smart lists. Hands down, you hear Barry and I talk about smart lists all the time when somebody says, what's your favorite part about Follow Up Boss? You've got to have smart lists, but these smart lists are triggered by other things. They're dynamically generating fresh people all the time so that you know who to focus on, who's worth your time. A lot of those automations that are triggering this are based on stages, right? So if you and your team are working off a different set of buyer stages, seller stages to trigger automations, how in the hell are you going to have smart lists that help you work smarter, not harder? Focus on who's worth your time, all right? These are some of my favorite smart lists going through that are automatically updating. I'm gonna tie into, or go deeper into AI replies here in a few minutes, but go deep beyond surface level into stages, buyer and seller. They're similar but different, and go deep into your smart lists. Another team exercise on Huddle. Have your agents tell you what those stages are across the top. They should have a definition. Why are those people in that list? How did they get there? If they can't, you're already not leveraging your tech stack, all right? Once we've gone deep in that, I need you to optimize process, all right? We've all got the picture of what that perfect date looks like, how we want it to go, how we want it to end, right? Whoa, dirty. Guys, the perfect date's there. Right? But we are so disorganized most of the time, and we have not optimized our process. We don't even get to asking for that date. All right? I'm going to give you a couple takeaways here. This is one of my favorite processes that we document. I am an SOP fanatic. All right? This is one of them just as an idea of how you can optimize process. So every lead source we have coming in, we put into an SOP, we break it down. So this is our Wailopo seller cash offer lead source. Every one we document. How does it come into Follow Up Boss? Once it gets there, what's triggered? All right, in this SOP, if you have an action plan triggered, that should be hyperlinked straight into your Follow Up Boss to show you what is that action plan. Does it have an auto text? Does it have an email go out? If there's an email that goes out, what is it? Is it getting opened? Are you utilizing video in the way that Follow Up Boss allows you to utilize video? All right? Everything from day by day, if you go through this and look at it, it's even the scripting. If there's a script, if there's a dialogue you need to use, put it in the SOP. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Everything should be documented in there. All right, you got to go deep in optimizing the process. All right, picture that perfect, man, how good do they look? That's a cute outfit. I like that. I wanted rollerblades, I was told no. Not by Follow Up Boss, by my husband. Guys, we have an idea what that perfect date is, and here's the thing. If you have not who in here has actually documented lead source processes step by step, day by day? A few of you, not enough. Guess what? You're doing it every single day. If you're working and you're producing, you're doing it. If you think creating a document for every lead source step by step is daunting, you're already doing the work. Grab Loom, record it, send it to a VA, have them create those. I didn't type those out. I would just record what we're doing, what the expectations are, send them to the VA, and now we have a step-by-step process for training, for onboarding, for reference, to inspect what we're expecting. All right? Gotta optimize the process for you to be able to measure what you want to happen. All right? Now getting into the exciting stuff. Master your inbound game. All right? We need to stop playing hard to get. All right? Show off your best assets. I've seen some of your Instagrams. We know how to show off. We know how to do things. But I want to talk about your tech assets, the tools that are available to you to improve more inbound opportunities. All right? Get more people calling and texting you. Who in here enjoys cold calling long lists every single day? Oh, we've got an honest room. None of us. Very few. All right, let's reverse it. Who in here wants more inbound phone calls and texts? If your hand isn't up, you're in the wrong room. Guys, inbound. Leverage your tech to make this happen. We're not living in a Barbie dreamland anymore where everything's selling in minutes and all that. We have got to get more inbound unless you want to sit there pounding the phones all the time. All right? Now, make you a deal. I'm going to share with you a few techniques guaranteed to get more inbound activity into Follow Up Boss. Do you guys want those? Yes. All right. You just have to make me a promise. If you implement these, it'll work, but you have to promise to pick up the phone. Pick it up if you want to get picked up. Shocking to me in these databases how many times we're not responding to inbound messages and phone calls. It's all tracked in there. And I'm seeing nods over here from someone who knows exactly what I'm talking about. All right, guys. All right, so I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite assets, tools that we use. You might want to record these. I'm going to go through them fairly fast. One of them is our market trends report that we get from Ylopo. I highly recommend put this as a template in your Follow Up Boss. Do it once. Make it easy. Do it by area. So I think this is an example of Boise. I have a template with a video email talking about the market trends, what's going on with the body of email, with one link that's evergreen that always updates. So when I send it out, it's a personalized branded page that's talking about the market. How many listings are coming on? What are the sales prices? The market action index, which tells them if it's a buyer's or seller's market. Links back to my website. Something of value outside the typical agent leaving a voicemail. Just check it on your home search, give me a call. That's not going to happen. Send something of value, send something interactive that brings them back, but put it in Follow Up Boss with these links. So now you can do it by market or by area in your market. Batch email those suckers out every single month. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Give them something that's going to link them back and come back in. All right? One of my other favorites, similar tactic, create a template in your Follow Up Boss. This is our buyer heat map. I call it my list of active and hot buyers for a specific property. You heard Tom this morning, we need more sellers. Use this tool to go in. I like BombBomb, throw it in for an animated GIF in there. When they click on it, it takes them to a video explaining what a heat map is. I'm able to go through with an address in their market, shows them how many buyers we have in their area currently looking, and then it also highlights what our digital marketing firm has identified. Ylopo's identified, it's a little small there, but it says 160,000 people likely to move, recently browsing homes for sale. What our marketing reach is. Nobody else is sending this out. You can create these one time per market and send them to create more inbound activity. Who wants more sellers? Again, whoa, that was pathetic. Who wants more sellers? There we go. That was Barbie fantastic. Guys, we need to offer something different to get more inbound activity so we know who to respond to. All right? Now what I'm really excited about. We have got to take looking beyond the surface level, optimizing our process, creating more inbound activity, and now embrace our tech stack. All right, for us, that's Follow Up Boss and Ylopo. All right, the next thing, this is gonna be another exercise for you guys. All right, this to me is game changing. I'm obsessed with this part of my business. All right, who's been in business more than a year? 2 years? 3? 5? Ooh, 10? 15. All right, now we're gonna switch. We're gonna get some exercises going in here. All right, who has a database over 20,000? You guys don't get to play. 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. Is Jeff Cook back there? Barry, we're getting down there. 500,000? All right, guys, we are constantly doing lead generation. But what we are failing as an industry is understanding how to take care of our existing people and keep them coming back more and more and more. This is an exercise you should be doing in your business, all right? So follow along. We're gonna look at the center of the screen here. Primarily, I want you to watch this last visit column, not the activity, visit. And I'm gonna start with our entire database, all right? What I'm wanting to show you is what I'm talking to you about. I'm walking the line, I'm walking what I'm talking, all right? If I just look at the entire database, nothing impressive, and I think it changes here as I show it, people coming in. Nothing crazy, 6 days ago, a few months ago, I think one's like years ago, whatever it is. But here's the exercise. In Follow Up Boss, go in and throw in the created filter. Change it down to more. And now I want you to go through your database, sorting it by the last visit, and then look at everything that's a year or more. And are those people coming back? I want you to change it to 2 years. Are they coming back? All right? You can watch this. It's going to go all the way up to 10 years. I'm obsessed with using 2 primary tools that I don't have to touch that are constantly bringing my people back more and more. Digital remarketing and retargeting. Having Ylopo download our database every single day or as they're coming in to identify people online and follow them around. Downloading the MLS every single day to put carousels of homes in front of them that may be of interest. Driving them back to my website. All right? I have blind so I can't see it. I think it's up to 8 years and it's still hours, minutes of people coming in. All right? The other tool pairing with digital remarketing, dynamic keyword listing alerts. All right? Make sure that your tech is sending out dynamic listing alerts, meaning it's self-adjusting based on their activity, based on their behavior to keep them coming back. At the end of this, 10 years out, page 1 was still filled with people coming, 10 years old. Who in here has got 10-year-old leads that they've got consistently coming back to their site? Few of you do. Not enough of us do. Do we think if we had more people visiting our site every single day, we would have more deals? Yes or yes? Yes. All right, if we had more people visiting our site every single day, would we have more inbound phone calls? Yes. Would we have more inbound texts? Yes. Guys, this is not hard. You've got the tech. You've just got to dial in the process to have it go. All right? Which leads me to this last part. And I'm blown away. Guys, tomorrow, when Howard gets up here and talks about what Barry, myself, G, Howard, what we've been working on in AI over the last few months, it's not coming, it's here. All right? But I'm excited based on what I just showed you, those few items with what we're using with Ylopo on behavior text. Now, we're not talking drip texts. All right, we're talking behavior text. When somebody's coming in, visibility to what this person's looking at, how they got to our website. All right? Look at the center column. I love that Follow Up Boss built this a few years ago, but I can instantly see in real time, and this is a screenshot when I was just doing my slides, not changing anything. I do filter out the opt-outs. I focus on everything else of what's coming in. The top one, literally appointment set by AI. I think the next one says something that they're getting ready for getting pre-approved. Price ranges, zip codes. AI having full conversations based on behavior, teeing it up for you to look at. All right? Now, most agents are pretty good with these. All right, looking for a 3-bed, 2-bath, or this price range, this zip code. Read these for me. There's only 5 of them. I know most of us don't like to read. We've got a long list of books. We got it. What do we have in common on all 5 of these replies? These are real people right in my database. What do we have in common here? What's that? Objections? Not interested. What else do we have in common? Not yet. Somebody, I think I heard it over here. All right, I'm going to go deeper here. I'm very much a half full person. Every one of these are a verified person that didn't tell me to pound sand or fuck off or anything like that. They've all confirmed they're the right person and they're going to transact. I just don't know when. Because this is where, because we haven't gone below the surface, we have not optimized our process, and we're not maximizing our inbound game, we're leaving so many opportunities on the table because we're so focused on today and not tomorrow. All of these are verified transactors. They didn't opt out, they didn't anything. This is where I feel like we are struggling as an industry, especially with AI and missing opportunities. Sound fair? Can I offer you a solution? All right, I'm excited about this. I've been working on this probably for 1.5 years, 2 years, partnering with Barry, other agents working on scripting. I've created inside my Follow Up Boss an entire folder of text scripts designed to respond to the most common, and I'm not gonna know if I agree with objections, but replies of people who are not quite ready yet. All right? On hold, not looking, possibly renting, just browsing, whatever it is. There are over 36 responses tailored with merge fields in this folder for you guys to use. And I know others have them, and if you can create them, great. Who wants these? All right, working with Follow Up Boss, hopefully coming soon, you guys can have those. They're working with them to get them directly into your Follow Up Boss. No time frame has been promised. I promised I'd throw that out there. If you guys want them sooner, I do have them all in a Google Sheet with the reply, with the responses. You just have to build in your own merge fields. If you want the sheet before they can copy them over, just shoot me a direct message on Instagram. I'll get that to you. But guys, why am I so excited that they're in a folder now? Any idea? I'm so excited about this. Steven was talking about this earlier. Follow Up Boss team has been hard at work working with a lot of their integration partners, including Ylopo. Who enjoys their inbox and Follow Up Boss? Guys, I freaking love it. Zoom in a little bit for you. All right, guys. So those of you that are working at Ylopo, taking over conversations, inbox, as Steve was saying, there's been a lot of enhancements. We are beta testing this now. Additional inboxes to take over conversations without having to leave Follow Up Boss. Woo, yeah, hell yeah, come on. All right, even more exciting than that, because it's in an inbox, guess what I get to use? All the frickin' templates, merge fields, everything you want to do to make these texts more unique, less likely to get reported, everything built into your Follow Up Boss. On top of that, going over to your inbox, all right? Now again, you can go in, seeing where everything is happening, where the conversations are getting taken over, who's taking over the conversation, again, coming right in. And in addition, this is also live in a handful of accounts right now, a new widget. First of all, who is in here using Ylopo currently? All right, so look at this widget. No more leaving Follow Up Boss to pause a conversation, enable a conversation, disable a conversation, any of that. Woo! Hell yeah. So from your inbox section or right from the lead detail page, all right? It's right in there for you guys to use. Because we have got to break this down, all right? This isn't rocket science. We are not in a Barbie dreamland anymore. Who in here has a book full of notes? Hopefully more hands than that. Can I have your notes? You're like, oh shit. All right. We've all got these. What do most of us do with this when we leave the conference? Burn it. A little dramatic. Ryan, of course. Because oh, was it Ryan? Guys, we take these. Most of us don't do shit with them. Are you terrified that I'm going to read something? Who is that handsome man in the pink jacket behind me? What? No. Because we typically get these at home. Oh, shit. Toss them aside. Because we fail at implementation more than anything. Was it free to get here? Travel, hotel, cocktails. Other than the party last night, Ricardo in here? Party last night, right? Guys, we shut down work to be here. We have got to take away actual items. You've had incredible speakers all day long. Then they brought me on. Then you've got incredible speakers tomorrow and the next day. You have got to figure out what is actionable and that you can implement in your business, all right? We've got to look beyond the surface. That's where we're saying go deep, all right? This is where you also have to start at a point of honesty. I asked everybody earlier, who's feeling overwhelmed? That is real. Fear is real. Fear is a great motivator, but we have to look beyond the surface level and be honest with ourselves, with our business, transparent in what's going on. Optimize process. Guys, document. You're doing the work every single day. Put it into some sort of document or process to where it's replicatable without you having to handle it every single day on your own, all right? Master the inbound game. Truly embrace making sure everybody in your Follow Up Boss account has an invitation, has a reason to come back to your website, has opportunities, whether it's sellers, buyers, everything. You've got to get this in there. Leverage that tech stack to do it. You don't have to reinvent this. This does not have to be manual. It just has to come with the intent of what you're offering. Is it something different or unique to get them to call you, text you to respond? I'd rather respond all day long than hunt. Farm versus hunt, all right? And embrace the future of AI and automations. I don't know how many people today have already talked about it, and again, tomorrow is going to blow your mind what we're doing right now with AI. Today, what we're actually doing in our database, all right? Don't miss out on that at all. Because you know what you have to do.
What do I have to do? You have to go to the real world. You can go back to your regular life, or you can know the truth about the universe. The choice is now yours. The first one, the high heel. You have to want to know, okay? Do it again.
Guys, you have to want to know. You have to embrace the change that's happening. Change has been constant, all right? There's an opportunity here for you to take more market share, to grow your business. We've got to get out of the Barbie dreamland and into the real world. Have fun doing it. What we don't want is for you to become a broke Barbie. The crap leads Ken, bitching about everything around you. You are surrounded by intelligent people who are here to share and give. We don't care if it's the same market. We don't care what it is. We care to lift the industry up and leave better than when we came here. All right? That's all my time. I just want to help you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day.